Hey there, I'm Ryan. Today we're working on this tech grid for Photoshop. We did something last week in After Effects that was very similar. If you like that sort of thing, After Effects tutorials, Photoshop tutorials, give me a like, subscribe. I'll keep making them for you. So the first thing we're going to do is we're hiding our final. And make sure you import your image. I'm using something from Pexels. You can find that in the description below. And I'm just going to duplicate that and rename it to grid image. Make sure it's a smart object. We do that by right-clicking and converting to smart object. In my case, it's already there. Oftentimes it imports that way now. And the first thing we're going to do is get rid of the color. So hit Control U to bring up your hue saturation. Drag the saturation to the left and click OK. Next is a major driver of this effect, the pixelate mosaic effect. So pixelate mosaic. And here's where we're going to determine the size of our grid. I want something chunky. 99 looks good. Now we're going to find the edges of all these boxes. And there's an effect called just that, stylize, find edges. In this case, we're going to be blending this layer with a screen mode. So we're going to invert this and do just that, blend mode screen. That's the majority of the effect right there. Now, we're going to not want it white. I want it tinted the same color as some of the numbers there. So we're going to grab a gradient map. Control-Alt-G groups it to the layer below, clipping mask. And, oh, this is important. I'm glad I made that mistake because I make it 50% of the time. Make sure that you select the adjustment layer itself and not the mask when you're doing this. So click on the adjustment layer. Oftentimes the mask is selected by default. Go to your properties and then click on your right-hand color. And we're going to select something in the 2 over here. A little brighter, saturated a little more. Click it OK. There we go. That's more or less what we did in After Effects, right? This next part's going to differ a bit because there's no good way to take this and just give it like a glow. So we're going to have to fudge it a little bit. So we're going to take these 2 layers and duplicate them. And to show what's going on, I'm taking the screen off and I'm taking the gradient map off for a second. Now these lines are a little too thin to make a good glow with blurs. So I want to beef them up a little bit. We're going to do that by going to Filter, Blur, and Box Blur. So you see what's happening here. It's blurring them. And it's fading out of a lot of the lines, but it's widening them more than it is blurring them out, right? And that's what we want to do first to beef it up. We're going to go to levels next. Control L. And we're going to drag that right hand handle all the way over. We're kind of choosing the brightness of the glow right now. So I like something about there. Click OK. If you want to see where all these effects are going on the smart layer, just click this down arrow on your layers palette. And they're all stacked right here. So you can change them all, turn them on and off, edit them. Totally non-destructive. Now what we're going to do is get a Gaussian blur. Filter, blur, Gaussian blur. I've done this tutorial a couple of times, so 15, I like it about there. Use your taste, click OK. And what I like with the blur and box blur combination, you get these chunky things at the intersections. So when we inevitably make a screen blend mode on this and turn that gradient map back on, you see it a little brighter at the intersections and a little chunkier. I like that. Now, I don't think that's bright enough, so I'm going back into the levels. And we're going to just drag that back over and make those glows a little bit more apparent. The last thing I'm going to do here is, I don't really like how much it's covering his face. So I'm going to select all of the layers, shift-click all the layers, go to Control-G to make it a new group. We're going to call this grid, put a mask on there, down over here. Make sure it's selected, and I've already got the brush selected. This is one of the Kyla brushes. Bring the opacity down. I have it about 1/4. And start painting away what you don't like. Oh, and make sure your foreground color is black. It's mostly on the face here. That's it. That's the whole tutorial. So that was what we made. That was the original. Pretty similar. The exact numbers and values in this don't matter. I highly encourage you to use your own taste. Put the grid where you like. You don't have to use the same image. You can use a different image. You can generate it off of basically anything, noise maps, whatever you'd like to do. Play around with it. Playing around is how you learn and cement the information. So experiment, have fun. I've got a couple more ideas for more tutorials. So if you like this, again, subscribe, like the video. They're yours. Got some ideas. Let me do them. All right, everybody. See you later.